What's good, y'all? It's Taj Rockitt, okay? Mr. Highly Motivated, baby. Here to get you motivated, baby. And we out here at Vacation Isle Park here in San Diego, California. And we here for Functional Fitness Fridays, episode number 26. And we gonna do more than get ripped, because today we gonna be hitting you with the power clap push-up, baby. That's right. We're gonna be powerful. We're gonna clap for fitness, and we're gonna be doing some push-up variations, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna come on down and show you the ultimate option, and then I'm gonna hit you with some other options that's great for every fitness level, baby. So what you wanna do, you wanna come on down into that perfect push-up position, making sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, your core is nice and tight, you flip your hip and you tighten your glutes to keep a nice straight back. And then you're gonna go ahead and slowly lower yourself down. Now, before I get into the full-on push-up with the clap and all that excitement, you wanna make sure that you are tucking your elbows in. Reason being, if you allow your elbows to fade out during your push-up, what you will notice is you will get unnecessary restriction, and you're gonna get unnecessary friction in that wrist joint. What happens is when we kick the elbows out, our wrist starts to roll outward, and a lot of the tension and the muscular endurance that the body is basically putting your body under stress, it's gonna be dumping into that wrist joint instead of dumping into the muscle. So your load goes into the wrist joint instead of going into the muscle. So make sure when you come down into that perfect push-up, you're tucking those elbows in, so you're really locking those elbows in tight to the body. Keeping the core tight, glutes squeezed, hips flipped, coming on down, powered up, clapping, and then stopping when your elbows become parallel to that shoulder, you know what I'm saying? So every time you lower yourself down, you are creating that propulsion power. So you're coming down, you're loading up, exploding, clapping, and then absorbing. Clap and absorb, clap and absorb. Boom. Now, if you're having a hard time coming up and making contact with your hands, option number 2, it's all good for you. You can just power up, get those hands off of the ground, be explosive, like you're trying to push the floor away from you, and then just absorb that load with those muscles. So you'll come back down, slowly lower yourself down, power up, and then just absorb, pulling your hands as high as you are capable of. So coming down, pulling them up, and then absorbing. Absorb, absorb. So on and so forth. Option number 3, if that is not for you and or me, depending on how exhausted you are, you can always just keep your hands on the floor and still be explosive, still be powerful with that hand drive, but just keep your hands on the floor. So you'll come on down. You're gonna slowly lower yourself down, boom, power up. Every single time, slowly lower yourself down, boom, power up. So you're still being explosive. You're still creating that muscle fatigue, and you're still creating the stress, and you are doing your best to power up and then slowly load the body up and then explode outward. Now, option number 4, if you're having a hard time doing this just on your toes in general, and you have a hard time keeping your body up while you are on your toes, option number 4, you'll just drop to those knees but tuck that tailbone. A lot of times I see people doing push-ups on their knees and their butt's way up in the air. So tuck the tailbone, slowly lower yourself down, clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Once again, you don't want your chest to touch the floor. You don't want to land on the ground. You want to make sure every time you land that you are stopping when your chest and your shoulder become to elbow height. So option number 4, you're on those knees, clapping it up. Option number 5, you're standing on those knees, but you're taking off the clap and you're just powering and pulling those hands in. So option number 5, you're still on those knees, but you're coming down, powering up. Powering up, powering up. And then option number 6, you're just powering up but still staying on those knees, keeping your hand on the ground, baby. So coming on down, power up. Coming on down, power up. Coming on down, power up. Now, once again, the main focus in regards to just the push-up in general that you should definitely keep a keen eye on is making sure elbows are tight to the body. Don't let those elbows fade out. Puts a lot of unnecessary shear and strain on the shoulder and a lot of load and unnecessary force on the wrist, which is a mobilizing, not stabilizing joint, all right? So make sure the elbows are tight, keeping the shoulders rolled back, but you wanna make sure you're not dropping in those scaps. A lot of times if we roll our shoulders back, you'll notice you'll see a little dip in the upper back. So you wanna roll the shoulders back, but then lock everything in. Make sure the core is tight, keep those hips flipped, and just make sure that everything in the midsection is firmly asserted. So one more time, I'm gonna hit you with the power clap push-up, and all the accompanying options that will make you feel the exhaustion. All right, so option number one, you're gonna come on down in that perfect push-up position, wrists on the shoulders, feet are about hip width or wider, flip the hip, tighten the core, elbows are tight to the body, slowly lower yourself to the floor, power up and clap, power up and clap, power up and clap, power up and clap. Option number two, you know what to do, you ain't gotta clap your hands, but you can bring those hands off the floor and still be explosive. Coming on down, power up, power up, power up, power up. Option number three, if that's not for you or me, then you just keep those hands on the floor, but still be explosive. Coming on down, power up. On down, power up. Really push that floor away from you. Arm and on down, power up. Option number four, drop those knees to the floor and start back from the top. So you still have those knees down, but tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, tighten the core, elbows locked in. Coming down, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Clap it up. Option number five, coming down to survive. Instead of clapping, you're still taking those hands off the ground and being explosive. Coming down, power up, power up, power up. And then option number six, just keep your hands where they are so we can get ripped. Coming down, boom, explosive on the way up. Boom, explosive on the way up. One more time, baby. Boom, explosive on the way up. Now, these are gonna exhaust you, I'm telling you. I'm already feeling a little swole patrol right now, you know what I'm saying? But biggest thing here, you want to make sure that this is at the end of an upper body day, primarily something that's hyper-focusing on that chest and maybe those biceps. Because right now, whoo, I can already tell I'm going to need a chest stretch. But at the end of your upper body day, just pop these bad boys in there till burnout. Do 3 rounds of burnout. So let's say you hit up with some biceps, some chest press, and some bicep curls, whatever you're doing. Maybe you're doing some chest flies, and maybe doing some tricep extensions, whatever the situation is. At the end of your upper body day, 3 rounds of burnout. So just do as many as you can for 3 rounds straight. So let's say your first attempt, you got 10. Great, great, great. Shoot for 10 again. On every round, you're trying to meet or come within 1 or 2 reps of your last round. So let's say the first round you got 10, we're at least trying to get 9 to 8, all right, 9 to 8. And let's say you get 8, congratulations, you got your 8. Now on the final round, try to get 7 to 6, and then add those up, see what the number is, and then the next time you do it, you pursue it and try to meet or get better to the total reps that you hit. So one more time, I'm gonna show you all 6 options of the power push-up. With the clap, so power clap push-up, all right? So one last time, I'm gonna breeze through this thing like a beautiful Sunday morning, you know what I'm saying? So you coming on down, I'm gonna breeze through this. Option number 1, coming down, clap it, clap it, clap it. Option number 2, pop it, pop it, pop it. Option number 3, keep those hands down, just be powerful. Pop, pop, pop. Option number 4, drop the knees, tuck the tailbone. Back to clapping, back to clapping, back to clapping. Option number 5, coming up. Pop it, pop it, pop it. And option number 6, keeping those hands on the ground. Drive it, drive it, drive it. You can obviously do this anywhere. Look, it's July 5th, you know what I'm saying? Day after 4th of July. I got people everywhere. I'm sure there's a couple people looking at me right now, but you know what? It don't matter. Do you. Everything about your life is on you. So if somebody's gonna look at you, let the audience watch, baby. Absorb the enjoyment, and maybe you'll motivate somebody that you don't know, and maybe you'll motivate somebody that's just peeking and trying to see what you're seeking, you know what I'm saying? So once again, the goal is 3 rounds at the end of an upper body focus, really burn that body out, get that metabolic conditioning, really work those quick twitch fibers, and get those muscles blowing and growing, you know what I'm saying? So one more time, it's Taj Rockitt, aka Mr. Highly Motivated, here to get you motivated with the power clap push-up, you know what it is, and we're just trying to do more every single day, and we're gonna get better every single way. So 3 rounds at the end of upper body day, and you will be surprised with what you create, accomplish, conquer, and demolish, baby. And don't worry, if you start at option 1 and you end up getting down to option 6 because you burnt yourself out so hardcore, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. If you have to go down to options because you start to really burn out, just make sure you're really sticking to the form. We're not letting that butt dip. We want to keep a straight line from heel to the crown of the head, all right? So once again, it's Taj Rockitt, you know what it is. Episode number 26, Functional Fitness Friday. Every day is a good day to have a good day. And when it comes to fitness, you can have it your way, baby. I'll see y'all next time, baby. I love